Welcome to sectional basketball here at Borden High School on West Washington live stream and WWSR. I am Nick Ingram, and my color commentator tonight is Adam Moll. We're here to bring you the second game tonight and the final game of the first round. So let's just talk about what's happened earlier in the sectional. Last night, Christian Academy blew out Rock Creek 53-18. They'll face New Washington Friday at 6 p.m., so obviously a lopsided score there.
Yeah, and then just before this game, Borden defeated West Washington 55-34.
Yeah, the Braves will play Friday at 7:30. They're going to await the winner of this one here to see their opponent. The Braves were led by Ava Wheeler with 21 points, and also her 1,000th point was tonight. They also won the turnover battle 10-23, so pretty lopsided turnover there, and that really is what led to that 21-point win.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, in the first quarter, the turnover battle wasn't as lopsided, and it was really close. I mean, it was a good, solid 3-5-point game.
Yeah, and then Meredith Deaton also hit some foul trouble for the Senators, so that hurt any case they had of the comeback, but they definitely fought hard till the end. I mean, they pulled it within 21. I think at one point it was definitely more than that, so they came back in it a little bit.
Yeah, and then for tonight's matchup, we got the Henryville Lady Hornets at 13-8. And then South Central Lady Rebels at 10-11.
Yeah, South Central just a game below 500. Obviously, Henryville's having themselves a good season at 13-8. They're also coached by Tuesday Guernsey, who is 57-75 in the 6th year. But they are 0-5 in tournament games under Coach Guernsey.
Yeah, and then South Central is coached by Rachel Condor, who is 18-27 in her second year and 0-1 in tournament games.
Yeah, we watched them last year in the sectional. They drew West Washington. That was a pretty good game in the first round there. But yeah, I think this will be a really close game. Both of these coaches are searching for their first win. Someone's going to get it tonight. It's just a matter of who. Henryville is 210th overall according to the Sagrin ratings and number 35 in single A.
Yeah, South Central is 138th overall and 11th in 1A.
Yeah, and we were talking about that on the way here. That's surprising that they're 11th in 1A considering their record is below 500. But they play a tough schedule. I mean, we watched them. We've seen them play once this year. They played Salem. We got to commentate that game as well. That was a pretty good game. I think the Lions were up at half, but then South Central came out in the second half, ended up beating. If Henryville can contain the scoring, they'll stay in this game. They'll have a chance to win it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that rating is completely based off of South Central shooting. When they're hot, and they're hard to beat. But when they're cold, it's going to be a rough night.
Yeah, they've got to watch out for Haley Condor. If she gets hot, she can take South Central all the way to a sectional championship. I know it would be tough to beat Borden in the second round, but she's got the talent. She's got the shooting. Her mom's the coach. So she's not afraid to shoot it from anywhere on the court, and if she's making shots, they're going to be a tough out. But when she's not missing, the South Central team's not near as good.
Yeah, and I mean, Henryville and South Central played earlier this year. Henryville took it by 5, and in the past 20 years, South Central's actually leading the series 17-9.
Yeah, Henryville has no sectional title since at least 2000, while the Rebels have a sectional title in 2018 where they actually went 3 in a row, 16, 17, and 18. They won sectional championships, so they're looking to add to that resume tonight. Both teams are, and it starts with a win here in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, first rounds usually can be the hardest, depending on your bracket draw.
Yeah, absolutely, and South Central is actually 5-0 all time in postseason matchups in this series, so I think it's going to be a close game either way. I think that even if Condor's shooting it well, I think this Henryville team has some talent. They're going to be able to keep up.
Yeah, I completely agree. And John Harold's picked South Central to win by just 1, 48-47.
Yeah, we talk about it about every game that we do. John Harold's predictions are just, it's amazing how close he is. He's never wrong by that many. In a one-point game, that just shows how close these two teams are. I mean, it's pretty much a coin flip. It could go either way tonight. 48-47, pretty low-scoring game. Not crazy low, but there's going to be some defense played tonight, and I think the shooting, both teams are going to favor the three-point shot, so it's going to be interesting, and it's just really going to be who gets hot and when.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually Salem versus South Central when we were talking about how John Harold, we thought he was going to be off in the first half, and ended up only missing by 1 point, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, the Lions, like we said, they kept up for a half, but this South Central team is just such they can just battle with anyone, and that's why I think that they're a pick to go far in this bracket. I mean, it'd be tough to get past Borden. I think they have the team to do it, but they got to get past Henryville first, and this is a team that's well coached. They're above 500. They know how to play with the best of them. And I mean, they beat this South Central team earlier in the season.
Yeah, and like we said, that was earlier in the season. The score was 57-52, so it was a 5-point game. But that was in December, and we're in February, so a lot has changed.
Yeah, South Central has won 5 of their last 6. Their only loss was to the Borden Braves. So they're peaking at the right time, as well as Henryville. They've won 4 of their last 6. Their only losses were to Borden and Austin. And both those teams are very good teams.
Yeah, so I mean, both teams on heaters. Really, both of them lost to Borden, a great team that we saw earlier, and Austin, which we know them pretty well. They're a solid team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Austin's got a chance to win their sectional just like any team in the state, really, that hasn't been eliminated so far. I think that there's a couple of good games out there tonight to keep an eye on, but this is definitely one that a lot of fans are going to have circled on their calendar because these two teams are just really well matched, and both teams have shown their ability to win at times, and both of them are playing their best ball in February, which is what you want to see in a sectional matchup.
Yeah, I mean, and then going back to South Central shooting, I mean, we saw the Borden game, which I'm not sure what Dub shot, but I know Borden was only 1 or 2 for good solid 17 or 20 from 3. So they struggled to shoot it in here, so we'll see if South Central or even Henryville has the same struggles.
Yeah, and I feel like in sectional games you never see a team's best shooting just because the nerves are a little bit high. You know the nerves are going to be high at the start of this one, so it's really just about who can weather the storm. We're about 20 seconds here from tip. I'm not sure. I don't think they'll be doing the national anthem. They did it already, so they're just going to go ahead and get ready to roll here in about 10 seconds. So I think really the keys to victory for both teams tonight is just going to be shooting the ball well and keeping the other teams from shooting it well.
Yeah, and I mean, always turnovers, always.
Yeah.
If you can keep yourself in the game by limiting turnovers, you'll always have a chance.
Absolutely. So we will give you the starting lineups as they come to us here in just a second. We're going to go ahead and start with the visiting team, the Henryville Hornets on the scoreboard tonight. They are coached by Tuesday Guernsey and they are going to be wearing black with the gold trim tonight. So starting for the Hornets tonight is going to be, they're going through the reserves right now, but I believe it's going to be at guard number 11, Chloe Harder, a 5'7" senior. At guard, Emma McAfee, number 13, a 5'1" freshman. At guard, Gracie Best, a 5'3" junior. She'll wear the number 21. Addison Foley will start at forward, number 33, a 5'8" senior. And Miley Markham will start at forward as well, number 35, a senior. She also stands at 5'8" tall. So looking at just the heights for Henryville, they've got some size. A couple girls at 5'8" and a girl at 5'7", so they're going to not be afraid to crash the glass here, and I would not expect them to go inside a lot because this South Central team does lack some size.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I mean, South Central's got some little guards. I think they have their center is kind of tall. I think she's 5'10", but other than that, yeah, Henryville's got the size advantage throughout all 5.
Yeah, we heard that Henryville might have some sickness going around the team, so that's something to look out for. I think a lot of teams are going to go through that just as the sickness has hit the southern Indiana area. But I think it's going to be interesting to watch if they can play 4 quarters with that sickness issue.
Yeah, or to see how often they sub with that sickness going on.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the Henryville coaches, and he said they only play about 8 players. So it'll be interesting to see if they go deeper than that tonight. Most teams aren't going to because it's a comfort thing. They like who they got, but they might just have to out of necessity because of that issue of sickness on the team.
Yeah, I know our boys team, we only play about 8 or even 7 at times. So yeah, I believe it's really just a comfort thing, and we'll see with the sickness going on.
So now the starting lineup for the South Central Lady Rebels. They have a 10-11 record. They are coached by Rachel Condor in her 2nd season with the school. They are going to be in the white uniforms with the maroon trim tonight, and they're going to be the home team on the scoreboard. So starting for the Lady Rebels, number 15, Haley Condor, a 5'6" junior. Number 14, Gracelyn Bartizek will start at guard, a 5'9" sophomore. Starting at guard as well, 5'6", number 21, sophomore Gracie Hagg. Starting at forward tonight for the Lady Rebels, Olivia Maley, number 11, a 5'7" junior. And then starting at center tonight for the Rebels, Maggie Keith, number 33, a 5'10" senior. So like we were saying, you look at the stats, and Haley Conder's averaging 17 points a game. She's going to be the one to watch out for tonight for both teams.
Yeah, and then Bartosek is just right there behind with 12.7 per game.
Yeah, and you look at the rest of the players. I mean, Gracie Hagg's averaging 6.3, but none of the other starters are above 5 points a game. So the scoring looks like it's going to be pretty concentrated at the top with Conder and Bartosek.
Yeah.
So we're just moments away from tip here. It looks like it is going to be Gracie Hagg for the Rebels, and for Henryville, I couldn't get the number. I think it might be number 11. It is Chloe Harder. So 5'7" senior going up against the 5'6" sophomore. Pretty decent crowd here tonight at Borden High School, especially for it being the second game, and both of these teams are not the hosts, so a little bit of a drive for both teams. It looks like it's going to be a tip won by the Rebels here, and we'll start in the hands of Conder. Conder dribbling around, uses the screen nicely to her left, but she pulls it back out. Good defense here early from Harder as well.
Yeah, Henryville and man-to-man, we're going to see if that'll change if Conder gets hot or not.
Yeah, Bartosek almost loses it for the Rebels. She gets it back. She's in the trap in the corner, and we are going to get a jump ball, so the possession already switches sides there as Emma McAfee gets her hand in there, the 5'1" freshman.
Yeah, McAfee and Harder had a good trap in there on the corner.
So Harder will throw the inbound in straight to Best. Back to Harder now. Best at the top of the key. She's guarded by Bartosek out there. Looking around, finds Foley on the wing. Foley trying to take it inside. She'll kick it back out to Best, who swings it over. Markham inside now. Back out to Markham.
Yeah, nice curl cut. Just didn't look like she caught it right.
Here's the drive from Best. Back out to Markham. She'll take it to the left all the way into the paint. 2 points, and it's good. Excuse me, it's going to be Foley on the score there.
Yeah, Foley with the Euro step, and she was wide open, knocked down the layup.
It's an early 2-0 lead for the Hornets here. We'll see what Conder has to say about that one as she gives it off to Maley. Back to Bartosek up top. She thought about the three, doesn't take it. They're not guarding her outside the three-point line. She wants to do her work inside, likes the drive. Yeah, she really wants to kick it back out.
I was going to say, she's a quick guard, and she's always looking for Conder.
She did it there into the hands of Keith. Back over to Conder. Mismatched shoes, takes it inside, fires from above the free throw line, gets her shot blocked down there, but the ball stays here with South Central. Conder winds up, three-point shot on the way, misses it just left, and it's going to be saved back into play, but then tipped out to the Hornets.
Yeah, Keith with great hustle there. She had an offensive board early on the block shot and made a great effort to try to save that one.
Yeah, so definitely some hustle here from the Rebels early. They want to press, not a bad idea, especially if they know about that sickness issue we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, the sickness issue plus with nerves early.
Yeah. Henryville breaks it pretty easily. Conder fell down in the backcourt. They're up ahead. Markham will give it up. She swings it over to Foley up top. Addison Foley takes possession, gives it over to McAfee. Back up top to Best. Best guarded outside there by Maley. Swings it over to McAfee. Back up top. Three-point shot on the way. No good there from Foley. Rebound's fought for, and we're going to get a foul on, I believe it'll be Markham.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great box out by Keith, and Markham just didn't even try to get around her, just tried to go over the bat.
First foul of the game we've seen. It's going to be Markham's first foul. We saw the fouls become an issue in that first game tonight. Hopefully it doesn't in this one.
Yeah, especially with the team only playing 7 or 8. Foul trouble could be deadly.
Conder fires another three, misses it again into the hands of Maley underneath. It's going to be out of bounds, staying with the Rebels. Like we said, Conder averages 17 points a game, but she also shoots more shots than anyone in the state.
Yeah.
Keith will be the inbound for the Rebels. Back into the hands of Conder, into the paint here. Goes up. She's going to be fouled, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. We'll see who this one's on.
Yeah, an aggressive take there, but I really think she got bailed out.
It's going to be against Harder.
That would have been a difficult shot there. She was turned away from the basket, kind of just over her head.
Conder's first free throw rolls all the way around, can't get it to fall. We saw her do the same thing against Salem. She started the game out slow, but when she started hitting in the second half, it was contagious because everyone around her started hitting.
Yeah, it's like once she sees the ball go through the hoop, she's good.
Missed them both there. It's into the hands of Harder. She'll bring it across for the Hornets. McAfee back up top to Harder. Tries the drive, gives to McAfee. Using the screen, kicks it to the wing here. Markham on the take now. Good defense out there. Looks to get it inside, and we're going to get a steal into the hands of Keith. Looking for somewhere to go with it, and the Henryville Hornets get it back. Foley with it up top. She's looking to go left, swings it back outside. Harder fires from 3, deep one, and it's good.
Yeah, I mean, a good solid 3 feet behind the line, and she drills it.
Hornets got the early 5-0 lead here. South Central not afraid to push the pace. Any team that presses wants to play fast, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. That's their whole goal, turn the team over, score in transition.
Hag had it. She gives it up to Bartosek up top here. Graceland tries the drive here. Nothing going. She'll bring it back out into the hands of Maley. Maley tries to get it back over to Condor, loses it. Steal taken out of there by McAfee all the way into the paint. Layup is good.
And that's going to be a timeout by South Central trying to stop this run.
Yeah, Coach Condor's seen enough. She calls a 30-second timeout. Henryville with the 7-0 lead. We'll head to a commercial.
Okay, you're clear.
So we're back here from the timeout from Coach Condor. Her team trails here early 7-0. She called the 30-second break, trying to regroup here. She gets it into the hands of Condor.
Yep.
Condor back over to Hag. Looking up top to Bartosek. Like we were saying in the break, they got to get Bartosek going here.
Yeah, South Central's got to respond here, and I think she's a great way to get them started.
Bartosek, good move into the paint here. Kicks it out. Wide open three-point shot is fired by McCray. No good. Rebound long, and it's won by McAfee. She pushes the tempo up ahead. Harder catches it on the wing. Thought about the 3. Kicks it out. Long 3 on the way from Best. No good. Rebound underneath by Hag. She finds Bartosek, and South Central will push the tempo here. Bartosek, 3-on-2. Takes it all the way to the rim herself. She's going to get bailed out with a foul here.
Yeah, I mean, she's a quick guard just like that, but you could tell she favors her right hand. Didn't want to go up left-handed there.
Yeah, she probably had the wide open left-handed layup as the foul's going to be called there on Best. So just a foul apiece on Harder, Best, and Markham here for the Hornets. Bartosek will go to the line. She's got 2 free throws. First one, no good.
Yeah, which so far we're off to a hot start on our predictions. Both teams favoring the 3-point for sure. We've seen a couple deep ones from Henryville, really. 2 or 3 or 4 feet behind the line.
Yeah, one more coming here. And no good. So the struggles continue from the line for the Rebels.
Yeah, the Rebels still yet to get a point on the board.
Foley will take it across. She's going to give it to Harder. Harder step back, long 2 on the way. No good. Rebound underneath is going to be controlled by Bartosek. Bartosek takes it out, 2-on-1 if she hurries, and she doesn't. And actually, she's going to turn it over back to the Henryville Lady Hornets.
Yeah, you could see the confusion there. Hag thought that Bartosek was just going to take it all the way, and Bartosek was ready to give it up.
So quick play here, up ahead. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound underneath, and the second chance is good there from Addison Foley.
Yep. Foley with a good board there, and no one really guarded her, so a wide open layup.
Foley's got 4 points. Change a defender here. It's going to be Hutchins now on Condor. We'll see if Condor, about the same size out there. Maybe she can get her shots off now. Looking to go around the corner here. Gives it to Bartosek. She's going to pull up. Wide open 3 on the way. No good. Rebound underneath by Markham. Markham gives it up to Foley. She'll bring it across for the Hornets. Using the screen, going right, pulls up, and it's no good. In and out there. Rebounded by Condor. She averages 1.7 a game, but she pulls that one down.
Yeah, that one went all the way around the rim. She just couldn't get it to fall.
Condor inside, not going to get bailed out that time. Rebound here by Foley. She'll push the tempo for the Hornets. We got a 4-on-4, takes it all the way herself, and she's going to be fouled. I believe it's going to go against Maggie Keith. We're waiting the signal here. It is. Yep. Empty score sheet up until that point. First foul on the Hornets, or on the Rebels. 2 free throws coming here. The first one up and good for Foley. She's got 5 of the Hornets' 10 so far. And she just took that one herself through the traffic.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're seeing polar opposite teams right now, really. I mean, Henryville's really not missing. They're playing well. They're hitting their free throws compared to South Central, who's just struggling everywhere around.
And they missed that one, but they get the offensive rebound, so it's like a make, but they're going to turn it back over on a called travel there on Hutchins. Could have been a carry either way.
Yeah, either way, right call there. South Central ball, but yeah, South Central's got to respond here. It's still only 10, but you can't go the whole first quarter and not score.
No, they need to get this thing back within about 5 points, because I don't think that South Central's just got all the firepower to bring them back within from a 10-point deficit, especially against Henryville, who's played really good defense up to this point. Condor takes it inside. She's going to draw the contact. She'll shoot 2 free throws, and the foul is going to go against 35, Miley Markham.
Yeah, that's going to be her second of the night.
Yeah, so Markham got to be careful here. If they leave her in the game, I would expect a pull. And Condor gets the Rebels on the board, hits the first.
Yep, Gracie Best is going to come in for Markham.
So 1 for 3 from the line tonight from the junior Haley Condor. Her second free throw up and good. So 10-2 the score now.
Bartizek almost able to jump in the passing lane and get a steal there.
Condor is actually going to be a sophomore. I felt like I was saying it wrong the whole time. I looked at the sheet, and she was indeed a sophomore. Here's the drive taken, score from Hutchinson.
Yeah, Hutchinson just ripped baseline. Nobody stepped over, laid it in with the right hand.
So here come the Rebels back the other way with it. Bartizek got it up top. Good move into the paint now. Tries to finish with the right hand, gets her shot blocked and taken out of there by Harder.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great Euro, but like we talked about early, Henryville's just got the overall size advantage.
Yeah, Chloe Harder with some size, 5'7" tall, and she's got the ball here for the Hornets. Defense by Foley. She uses the screen nicely, gets it inside. Beautiful pass underneath, and the score from McAfee.
That's a great cut by McAfee, and even better pass by Harder there.
12-point game now. We'll see what Condor can do here with it. Condor takes it herself to the right side, kicks it out. 3-point shot on the way from Keith. No good. Rebound underneath. Going to be controlled there by Best. Gracie Best will take it across the Rebels, or for the Hornets now. She's got it back. Wide open 3-point shot. It's a deep one. Can't get it to go. It's actually going to be an air ball there, and it'll go back to the Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's guarding her there. I don't know why she was 3 feet behind the line. Scoot up, and that's probably money.
Yeah, take one step forward, and she would have had it. So we'll see what South Central does with it. Condor taking it to her left side, goes 1-on-2 inside, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound going to be controlled here by Hutchins. Hutchins, good move up top, takes it inside, out of control, misses the layup there, and then Bartizek will control it.
Yeah, I got caught with a little bit of body there, but you said it the best. She was just out of control.
Here's Bartizek into the paint here, tries to finish, no good. Rebound underneath, and we're going to get, Henryville keeps possession with it actually. Foley up ahead for the Hornets, and she gets the shot off in time. It's good if it goes, but she just misses, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Henryville, 14-2 lead over South Central. We'll take a break.
United Producers, Inc. We are the largest livestock marketing company in the world. We currently have 17 auction markets and 23 direct buying stations across Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, Tennessee, and Illinois. Our goal is to market your livestock to maximize your dollar while implementing animal safety procedures. To find your local market, visit our website at uproducers.com or contact Ryan Batt at 812-620-0769. Again, that is 812-620-0769. Farmer owned, farmer values.
back here from Borden High School. It's a 14-2 lead for the Henryville Lady Hornets here after the first quarter of play, and really something that I don't think anyone saw coming.
No, I mean, 14-2. We thought it was going to be a close game, which, I mean, South Central has struggled shooting the ball. But, I mean, really credit to Henryville. They haven't gave them any easy looks. When they have drove, Henryville's been there. One or two, Henryville really has been there. Hands high, not getting any fouls, just playing great off the drive.
Yeah, you said it best. Their defense has just been suffocating. They did not let South Central get any easy shots up. And when South Central's maybe we thought they were going to get a good shot, they end up turning it over. Here's a three, and it's an air ball from Maley. It's turned the other way with McAfee. She'll bring it across to the Hornets.
Yeah, and which hasn't helped South Central. They've kind of just been settling.
Here's a drive, and what looked like it was going to be a steal, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets. Good hustle there, though, by Austin McCray. McCray, the senior off the bench, she averages 5.9 points a game, so she's definitely used a lot in this South Central offense, even though she is the sixth man.
Yeah, and she does. I mean, if you watch, she's just constantly bringing energy, even though she's not starting.
Pass underneath here, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. It would have been a wide open shot there for Hutchins, so not the worst thing in the world. It's going to go against Condor. So it'll be Hornets ball out of bounds here. It looks like it'll be Foley, the inbound. She gets it straight into Harder. Back up top. South Central team playing the man-to-man defense. Here's a swing. McAfee thought about it, looks inside. She'll get it there, but we're going to get a foul. It looks like it's going to be against Olivia Maley.
Yeah, Foley knew she had a mismatch there, sorry. Yeah, she was posting up the entire time there. They finally got it into her, and then she reaches around.
Yeah, so two team fouls within 50 seconds here. It's an interesting thing to take note of as Condor gets the steal off the inbound. Athletic play. She brought it down with one hand, and she'll take it the other way for the Rebels.
Yeah, very athletic one-hand snag there.
She's got the one-on-one. She'll bring it back out. Yeah, and it looks like Henryville is kind of playing off a Hag a little bit, letting her get what she wants inside, and it's really working well because it's bringing that second defender on the drive.
Yeah, always being in help, and they've played it really well, just always having their hands up.
There's another turnover. It's into the hands of McAfee. She's probably got 4 or 5 steals tonight. Up ahead to Foley. She'll pull up from the block and hit.
Yep, uses the backboard. Money.
So the scoring starts in the second half on the shot there from Foley. 16-2 now. Condor going to use the screen, pulls up, long three on the way, banks it in.
Banks open. We've seen it the last 2 times.
Sometimes that's what you need to get going is to hit the three, no matter how you make it. And it's a 5-16 game, and there's a turnover for the Hornets. So maybe a momentum swing coming here for the Rebels.
Yeah, a little bit of a morale boost here for the Rebels. See if they can take advantage and keep cutting into that Hornet lead.
16-5. It's an 11-point game. Condor with all 5 points right now for the Lady Rebels, but she has struggled to shoot it so far. Behind the back dribble there, uses the screen. Not a great matchup here as she tries to drive, kicks it back out. Bartozek inside, floater, good.
There we go. Now the whole team's rolling.
Bartozek, 2 points now, 7-16. South Central starting to cut into this Henryville lead. Yeah. Almost a errant pass there, and we're going to get a foul on Austin McCray.
Yeah, and we mentioned it even before it happened. Once Condor sees her shot go, it's like everybody else is finally confident, finally ready to roll, just like Bartozek hits a shot. See if it keeps rolling. Yeah,
it really is contagious. Here's the inbound. It was a wide open three-point look for Harder, but she'll pass it up, and we're going to get a travel. So back-to-back turnovers on possessions here for the Henryville Hornets, and we'll see if South Central can capitalize on this one like they did the last.
Yep. Hitting shots, turning your opponent over. It's a great way to cut into the lead fast.
Condor will bring it across. Hutchins has played pretty good defense on her so far. Condor takes it to her left side into the paint here, kicks it back out. Bartozek winds up, fires the three. No good. Rebound underneath, controlled there by Foley. Henryville's using their size advantage well here.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Another thing Henryville's done well. Once they force the Rebels into shots, they haven't let them get second chances. They've always rebounded.
McAfee almost turns it over. She keeps their possession here. They look inside to Foley. She'll pull up from beyond the free throw line. Air balls it there. It'll go the other way. So South Central stepping up on the defensive end.
Yeah. 2 turnovers and 1 forced bad shot. They're rolling defensively.
Yeah, they'll take that all day. Now if they can get the offense going, they'll cut into this 9-point lead really quick. Condor on the drive. She takes it inside herself. Takes it all the way back around to the other side. Gets it up top. McCray fires the 3. No good. Rebound controlled by no one until finally it into the hands of Hutchins. She gives it up to Foley. Foley back up top. Tries to use the screen. Looks to go left. Kicks it back out. Here's the drive from Markham. She kicks. And we're going to get now McAfee with it. And we'll get a foul. I think it's going to be against McCray. If it is, that's her second.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be her second of the night, which really bailed out the Hornets there. The Hornets, the ball was getting stuck on that right side, and then she dribbled into the corner, really had no help. Luckily, they got her with the push.
Yeah, I'd like to see McCray's fouls per game because she plays some hard defense out there.
Yeah.
Looks like Harder's going to be the one to inbound it. Almost a steal. It'll stay with the Hornets. Henryville's ran that same play a couple of times here and almost turned it over twice. They have once.
I was going to say, it hasn't been, I don't know why they keep running it. It hasn't been a great play for them.
They don't run it this time. They get it straight in to Best. Gracie Best looks to take it right. She kicks it back up top. Foley with it now. Wide open lane to drive. She takes it. She'll give it up. Long 3 on the way for McAfee. No good. Rebound is going to be a foul. It looks like it'll go against Maggie Keith.
No, that's going to go on Foley. That's going to be on the Hornets.
So 1 foul there on Foley. 4 fouls in the quarter on South Central. Just 1 on the Hornets here. We're halfway through the second. Still a 9-point deficit for South Central. They've got the defensive stops, but the offense has just went stagnant the last 2 or 3 possessions. Bartozek uses the screen, pulls up, long 2 on the way, air ball. Rebound underneath by Foley.
Yeah, which, I mean, the offense just hasn't really been rolling, but, I mean, how can it when we're taking shots like that? It's just not a great one.
Pass up top here to Best. She's looking inside. She gets it down low. Good cut there from McAfee into the paint. Kicks it out. Harder back up top. 3-point shot on the way from Best. No good. Rebound is going to be controlled there underneath by Foley, and she gets the second chance basket to go.
Yeah, it just fell right in Foley's lap there, and she scored an easy 2.
Full timeout here for Henryville, so we'll take a break. It's an 18-7 Hornet lead. 3:14 to go here in the second quarter.
In 2012, the Washington County Community Foundation began working on its next big initiative, Education Matters. The goal of Education Matters is to increase the educational attainment of adults residing in our county. The initial focus has centered on adults with some college and no degree. With the assistance of scholarships and a peer mentoring program, the foundation began helping adults return to college to complete their degree or obtain a certification in 2013. Realizing that strength lies in numbers, Washington County partnered with Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Scott counties to create Education Matters Southern Indiana. This initiative continues to build.
So we're back here coming off the full timeout from Henryville. It's an 18-7 Hornet lead here. And their offense had been slow for a few minutes there, but Foley breaks through, gets the basket. Only 4 points in the quarter, though, for Henryville. And the success, though, has been on the defensive end. They've held South Central to only 7 points on the game.
Yeah, and I mean, Foley's got all 4 in the quarter, and she's got 9 on the night.
So we'll see what Henryville's answer is here. They get it inside to Condor. She tries the left-handed layup, a little bit short there. Rebound taken out of there by Harder. Harder brings it across. Gets it into Foley. She pulls up. Long 2 on the way. No good. Rebound underneath. Going to be controlled there by and kicked out to Condor. Looks ahead. Good pass underneath to Hag. Gets her shot blocked, and her foot was on the line, so it'll go to the Hornets.
I mean, just a great play there by Harder. Hustled back and just pinned it.
Yeah, I mean, and really athletic play there. and they end up getting the ball because Hag's foot was on the line.
Yeah.
So Harder will bring it across. She gives it up to Hutchins. Almost loses it here. Swings it opposite side here. Markham back up top. Henryville taking their time on offense. It's man-to-man defense here from South Central. Switching the screens. Here's the drive from Markham. She gives it up. And a double dribble there by Gracie Best. She picked it up on the wing there and then took another.
Yeah, she knew she did too. Which one thing that I think's kind of slowed Henryville's offense is they always cut on top of Foley. Foley's working hard in the post, and then they just cut right on top, bringing another defender down there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, their offense has just looked completely different here since about the first 6 minutes of the first quarter when their offense was clicking.
Yeah.
Bartozek trying the drive here, gets caught up, gives it up to Hag, back outside to Bartozek. She'll fire the three, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds going to the Henryville Hornets.
Yeah. The Hornets defense, like you said it earlier, has really just been phenomenal. I mean, 7 points, only allowed 7 points in 14 minutes.
And only 2 Rebels have scored so far. They got to get the rest of the team involved.
Yeah.
So here comes Henryville. It's into the hands of Hutchins. She tries the drive. She'll kick it back out. Harder resets the offense here and gives it up to Markham. Back over to Hutchins. Markham with it up top.
Sorry, excuse me.
She'll drive it all the way into the paint here. Gets the no call there and finishes through the contact.
Yeah, Markham just kept going through the contact, and it paid off. Got an easy 2.
Gets her name in the book, her first 2 of the night. 3-point shot on the way here from Keith and rattles around and in.
Yeah, Keith is a capable shooter, which that's the first time we've really seen her step outside, but she drilled it.
10-point game now. Closest we've seen it in a while. 3-point shot, the answer, no good there from Best, but the rebound is controlled and into the hands of Bartozek. She drives through the traffic here, up ahead to Condor. She wanted the 3. She was just a second late, uses the screen. Back over to Foley. Or excuse me, Malley. Malley tries to drive into the paint here. Kicks it back out. Bartozek will reset the offense here. Under 40 seconds to go in the half. They'd like to get this within single digits heading into the locker room. That'd definitely be a win for South Central. 3-point shot on the way. No good there. Rebound underneath by Hag. She brings it back out. And a second opportunity. No good there as well for Malley. And this time Henryville gets the rebound, and it'll go. Thought it was going to be a jump ball, but they're actually going to get Malley for the foul there.
Yeah, and that's going to be the team's 5th. So that's going to send a Hornet to the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, I don't know exactly which Hornet.
Looks like it's going to be Markham.
The 5'8" senior will go to the line here. 2 free throws. 20 seconds left in the half. Markham, 2 free throws here. Her first. No good. Henryville's shot the ball pretty well tonight. I mean, about average, I'd say.
Yeah, probably average, which they took some crazy deep ones too. But
second free throw, no good as well there. Condor brings it out, and they're actually going to tag Foley for a foul. That'll be her second. Kind of a surprising foul. I mean, looked to me like Condor just drove it right into the chest of Foley.
Yeah, it was really a quick one. But either way, the ref thought he saw too much contact.
So Condor will bring it across. 15 seconds left in the half. They want to get it to single digits like we said a second ago. 10 now. Condor uses the screen. Looks to go right. Kicks it back out. Here's another drive. Looking for somewhere to go with it. And they need to get something off here. Long 3 on the way. No good there. And that'll do it for the first half. Henryville takes a 20-10 lead into the locker room with them. We'll be back with a halftime report here in just a little bit.
Gates, Carnegie, Rockefeller. I'm not. Generous, caring, rich in spirit, I am. You don't have to be a person of great wealth to make an impact. When caring individuals give through a flexible, creative, capable organization known as a community foundation, our philanthropic potential is unlimited. As your local community foundation, we provide you the opportunity to permanently support the causes you care about, both near and far. We do this by protecting and administering permanent funds through thoughtful grant making to improve the quality of life in the community we serve. Simply put, donors who give through a community foundation build sustainable, permanent funds called endowments through contributions, big and small, to support organizations they care about most, forever. Through the generosity of our many donors and the responsible, informed investment of permanent funds, we will increase our grant-making ability for the benefit of our community for generations to come. All we need is you. What causes are you passionate about? What organization matters most to you? We can help you ensure your charitable interests are supported forever. Donors can give to an existing endowment or establish their own. Some choose to give now, while others make their gift later through their will or estate plan. To learn what your options are, talk to your community foundation. We're here to help you reach your philanthropic goals. If you love our community, let's leave our little corner of the world a bit better than we found it. Not just today, but for future generations too. The Washington County Community Foundation has been making our home a terrific place to live, work, and play since 1993 through the generosity of donors just like you. Why? Well, just like you, we also really love our community.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, on behalf of Greg Rickstraw and myself, thank you so much for the hospitality and efforts of your staff and everybody involved on what we thought was another successful pairing show for the girls' basketball tournament.
I thought it was a great show, Coach, and I took the talent level down a little bit in the beginning of that show, but it was picked up from there. And, I tell you what people don't understand. I just saw some numbers this morning, and we had 6,500 unique viewers watch that show this past weekend. And the watch parties throughout the state with their teams, and it's incredible that there's that much interest in these draw shows and how each team is going to fare with the drawing and their tournament moving forward.
I think that the pairing shows are have become over the years, and especially now, an integral part of the tournament. You can't separate the tournament out. You can't just focus on sectionals or what have you, or pairings. It's all together. The entire thing together makes it a unique experience, unlike what other states do.
That's exactly right, Coach. And it does make, it's live. And, then 2 years ago we added in the aspect when we move towards the semi-state round of the tournament, we have that secondary draw show to where we draw those matchups here in the office on a Sunday. And so it just adds a little bit more to the entire production of walking these teams to a state championship.
Well, I think it's cool. I mean, the watch parties have started to take on a life of their own, and it's pretty neat to see young ladies and their teammates and their coaches and everybody involved get one of those bonding experiences. And you and I talk about it all the time on this particular show. These are lifetime memories. You and I can appreciate them, being where we are in our lives. These young ladies, we tell them they're going to be able to appreciate it, and at some point they will, thinking back to how much fun they had in that year, that week, getting prepared for the sectional, your watch party, other things you're going to do with your team, and you'll remember those for the rest of your life.
No, you will. And there's just so many more things. The regular season is kind of what it is. I mean, there's certainly things that teams do to prepare and everything else. But then as you walk into the tournament time, it's just a little extra special when it comes to preparation. It comes, communities become more and more involved. You have more team dinners and And one of my favorite things was always to bring a coach in or a former player in that could talk about what they were about ready to go through and the memories they were going to create as we prepared for tournaments.
We've already started our winter season. Saturday, you have wrestling. The boys' wrestling gets started on Saturday. Girls' basketball, obviously, next Tuesday for the sectional. Swimming and diving next Thursday. This starts the heavy competitive season throughout the winter coming up soon.
It does. And, staff is in there. We had a meeting this morning in the office and looking over some final tournament preparations. And, Assistant Commissioner Falcons runs our wrestling tournament, and Carrie Rosati runs our swimming tournament, and Jane Schott, newest assistant commissioner, runs our girls basketball, and they are well underway to operate their tournament. And what people don't think about, we just don't show up and turn the lights on and go play a game. I mean, they've been working hard on the matchups and the signing officials and the logistics around all those things. It's a total team effort here to be able to put these tournaments on. I'm so proud of the work that our staff takes pride in, so it's a great experience for our student athletes.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. Commissioner, thanks for your time. I look forward to our conversation next week.
Thanks, Coach, and always a pleasure to have our conversations on a weekly basis.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
In 2015, we launched the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. This is phase 2 of the Happily Ever After project. With the assistance of several local donors and sponsors, along with 5 years of fundraising by the Washington County Youth Foundation, we finally had enough resources to launch the service. The Dolly Parton Imagination Library is a free service that mails age-appropriate books to all required Washington County children under the age of 5. Although the faces of the leadership of the Washington County Community Foundation have changed over time, as is always the case with any healthy, thriving organization, the core values and mission remain the same. We continue to work diligently to assist our donors in creating a legacy that is meaningful to them. All of our success is directly related to the generosity of the sons and daughters of Washington County. We will continue to help our donors give back to our community through our foundation and improve the quality of life in our county. In 2012, the Washington County Community Foundation began working on its next big initiative, Education Matters. The goal of Education Matters is to increase the educational attainment of adults residing in our county. The initial focus has centered on adults with some college and no degree. With the assistance of scholarships and a peer mentoring program, the foundation began helping adults return to college to complete their degree or obtain a certification in 2013. Realizing that strength lies in numbers, Washington County partnered with Clark, Floyd, Harrison, and Scott counties to create Education Matters Southern Indiana. This initiative continues to build.
So we're back here getting ready for the second half. The 20-10 Henryville lead. Before we get going, I got to plug myself here a little bit. Everyone, go check out Beyond the Bench with Nick Ingram on Instagram, social media, and start my own podcast. So I hope you all will go like those pages and give me some support there. It's been a lot of fun. I'm just getting ready to release one probably Friday morning at the earliest, maybe tomorrow night. So I hope everyone goes and watches that.
Yeah, and I mean, from what I've heard, some pretty legit guests on there.
Yeah, definitely. The first one, it's gonna be a bang, pretty big name. So I hope everyone will go watch that. I'm excited for it to release and see what kind of numbers I can turn on that. So we'll get back to the game here. South Central obviously trails 10-20. Scorers in the first half for them: Condor with 5, Keith with 3, and Bartosek with just 2 points. And then for Henryville, trying to hurry here, they're up 20-10. Their leading scorer right now, Foley. Other scorers include McAfee with 4, Harder with 3, and then Hutchins and Markham with 9. So Foley leads all scorers tonight with 9, almost scoring the Rebels by herself.
Yeah, she's having a field day, and it's really just been a constant mismatch with Malley on her down there in the post.
So we switch ends of the court here. It'll become Henryville ball to start the second half into the hands of Foley, and we'll see what they have drawn up here out of the break. Markham with it now up top. Tries to take it right, gives it back to Foley. Up top now, swings it over to McAfee. She tries to drive, nothing there. Looking down low, and we're going to get a steal here. Good hands underneath there by Malley to take it away.
Yeah, McAfee just tried to force that one, but don't hate it, trying to feed the post.
Condor, good cut there, gets it inside, draws the contact. She'll shoot 2 free throws and also pick up a foul on Chloe Harder. It's going to be her second foul.
So Harder and Foley with 2.
Condor nails the free throw there. She struggled to shoot it in the first half a little bit. Only 1 3-point made, her other 2 points coming from the line. So we'll see if she can knock this one down, pull it within 8, and she does.
Yeah, which, I mean, we said when they played Salem, that's how it was. She got going in the second half, so interesting to see if she's going to get rolling again in the second half tonight.
Yeah, if she gets going, the Hornets are in trouble. They got that 8-point lead to lean back on. Harder takes it inside, kicks it back out. She does a good job facilitating the ball. Here's a drive inside now for Foley. Tries the shot fake, nothing there. She'll kick it back outside to Best. The 5'3" junior hounded out there by Bartozek. She'll give it up over to Harder.
Yeah, pretty much full deny on Foley now.
Here's Best with it. Hands it off. Foley gets it inside through the contact, gets the shot to fall.
Yeah, I mean, through the contact, I thought for sure that was going to be an and one there. But either way, tough finish. Good
Her
for
11th
2.
point of the night. They look inside. They get it down low. Good pass. Hag finishes it for the Rebels.
Yeah, that's what they got to do. They got to get everybody involved. Everybody knows Condor's the main scorer, but you still got to have help from the other 4 out there.
Other side, 3-pointer good for Best. Both teams heating up here. 9 points scored combined in the quarter so far in just under 2 minutes. Here's the drive inside for Condor. It's going to be out of bounds. Will stay with the Rebels. She wanted the contact there, and she's not going to get it.
Yeah, and then going back to the Hornet side, Best has shot a couple threes tonight, but that was her first 3 of the night.
So we'll see what Condor does here. Not sure what the delay is all about. She gets it, gives it up, back up top now. Malley with it, onto the wing, Keith. Going right, takes it all the way around, kicks it out. Malley thought about the 3, trying to hit the cut there, and it's a turnover on the Rebels. Bartozek got her hand in there. I thought she was going to at least force a jump ball.
Yeah, she's aggressive. She's quick guard, always plays hard on defense, but couldn't get the jump ball there.
McAfee tries to drive, kicks it back outside, over to McAfee again. Up top now, Harder swings it to Best. Best looking inside. She'll get it to Markham. Tries to drive all the way to the right side. We're going to get a foul. It'll go against. I think it's going to be against Keith, yeah.
That's going to be her second of the night.
It's a good thing I paused there. I definitely had that one wrong.
It's all right.
So here comes the inbound straight inside. Shot's going to be blocked there. It'll stay with the Hornets. It was a good look there for Foley, but the Rebels were all over it. They're trying to shut her down, which is what they need to do. She's got 11 of the 25.
Yeah, which I was going to say they left Best wide open on the play before that, and they do it again. She takes care of business.
She couldn't get anything to fall in the first half. She's got 6 here early and extends the lead to 14, the largest we saw all game. Bartozek on the other end, spin move inside now, kicks it back out to Hag. Bartozek again fires the 3, no good. Rebound taken out of there, into the hands now of Best. Like we said, she wants to shoot it, picks up her dribble up ahead to Harder, 4 on 3. Slows it down back to a 5 on 5. Best picked up by Bartozek. She defends aggressively, like we said. Over to looking inside, and we're going to get a foul. I'm surprised at that call.
Yeah, again, I feel like that one was kind of quick, kind of a soft foul there. But either way, Harder had got the ball and Harder had kicked it out. So
it's going to go against Hag there inside. It's just her first foul of the game, the second of the quarter for the Rebels. It looked like they were going to kind of come out here scoring, but the slowed down three-point shot for Henryville, no good. Rebound underneath by Hag, but she loses it. It'll stay with the Hornets.
Yeah, and Hutchinson just shot that one right over the goal, but either way, it's going to stay with the Hornets.
Harder will throw the inbound pass. Trying to get it inside, she will. Foley with it, she'll kick it back outside to Markham, tries the drive, and they're going to get the offensive foul on Miley Markham.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a great take there by Keith. I didn't even really see the forearm extended. It was just a great sell by Keith there.
Yeah, and Markham will pick up her third foul. She checks out. McAfee back into the game for the Hornets. South Central's got to get some urgency here. There's only 12 minutes left in the ballgame, and they're down 14.
Yeah. And with them only scoring 14 so far, yeah, you're exactly right. They've got to get some hustle, got to get some urgency, got to start putting the ball through the hoop.
They've picked up Condor aggressively and well so far in this one. She kicks it out. Bardazek now tries the drive. Good move inside. And they're going to get a foul against, I believe, it'll be Gracie Best.
Yeah, you're right. It is on Best. And, I mean, really, she had her squared off. She had the help side, just overcorrected too much and leaned in with the body.
Yeah, the officials have definitely tightened this game up a little bit. More fouls here in the second half. Bardazek with it up top. Takes it inside, fires the shot, and doesn't get a roll. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rebels. I thought that shot was for sure down for Bardazek, but it just couldn't quite find its way to the bottom of the net.
Yeah, it rolled all the way around the rim, but the ref made the right call there. I did see it go off of Harder's fingers last.
Keith gets it straight inside to Hag. Back to Keith, goes up, misses the layup, and it'll go to the Hornets now. I think Keith thought she was fouled underneath there. It looked like there may have been some contact on the arm, not enough to warrant a foul, though.
Yeah, which, I mean, really, they've let that go all game. Just the quick little slap down, they've let it go all game.
Just like there, but they call the late whistle. There's a lot of contact there. We'll see who they call it on. It's going to go against Hag.
Yeah, just a little too much contact there. You could tell if it was somewhat close to the rim, it's like they were going to let it go.
Yeah.
But just too much contact.
So they get it inside here to McAfee. She tries the drive, kicks it back outside to Foley. Foley back up top to McAfee now. Inside, Foley, spin move, shot, no good. Rebound, gets it herself. She loses it into the hands of Hag. It'll go the other way for the Rebels. Up ahead, good pass there. And Bardazek can't get the shot to go. It's blocked out of there by Harder. She'll take it the other way for the Hornets.
Yeah, that's at least Harder's second blocked shot. I'm not sure if she's picked up another one or not, but definitely two.
Yeah, she definitely has that block she had earlier that was kind of ferocious there,
yeah.
And that one was the same deal.
And they're always just hustle plays, hustle blocks. Like she commits to the first layup, they dish it out. She's the first one to get there to send it.
So three-point shot on the way here for Foley. She was wide open. She knocks it down. That's her 14th of the night, and we're going to get a timeout from Coach Condor, 31-14. Henryville's came out here in the second half and played some ball. 3:06 left in the third quarter. We're going to take a break.
Expertise, resources, commitment. At Sullivan Financial, we offer a team approach to financial planning, offering you a broader scope of expertise than you will likely find in any one person. Clients are our main priority, which is why we work to understand your unique circumstances and ultimately create a distinctive plan that provides a roadmap for your financial journey. Located in Mitchell, Indiana, they can be reached at 812-849-2670. That's 812-849-2670.
Like we said, Henryville's came out ready to play here in the second half on an 11-4 second half run, and they've got their largest lead of the game at 17 points, and the Rebels look a little bit lost out there.
Yeah, they really are. It's just kind of lackadaisical defense, really. Just right there to right before that timeout, Foley gets a wide open three. Keith's hands are down, and she drills it. But, I mean, the leading scorer in the third quarter right now has been Gracie Best. with 2 knockdown threes.
Yeah, the three-point ball has hurt the Rebels right now. They're getting outscored on it 9-0 in the second half. So we'll see if they got an answer here, but I'm not as confident as I would have been about 3 minutes ago because it's just been slow for the Rebels.
Yeah, and I mean, they came out, they started the third quarter well, but just couldn't keep it going.
That would have been big if Bartizek could get that one to fall. She cannot. It's going to be taken out of there into the hands of Bess. She pushes the tempo up ahead now. Gets it to Hutchins, tries the drive. She's going to be stopped. Over to McAfee now. Spins inside the paint, fires it, no good. Rebounded by Bartizek. Bartizek pushes it ahead. They need to get Condor some shots here. I don't even know that she shot more than 2 or 3 in the second half. Uncharacteristic, tries the drive. They're going to get the foul on Hutchins.
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right, though. That is very uncharacteristic for her. I mean, but I think you're right. Only 2 or 3. I know she shot at least 2 free throws, but, I mean, other than that, there might have been a layup, maybe 1 3.
Yeah, she definitely hasn't shot it like she's used to. Credit Hutchinson, though. She's played some hard defense on her, just like there. No call on the drive. All the Hornets stayed straight up and down here, almost a steal. But Harder will bring it across for Henryville. She steps up, fires the 3. No one in the area, misses it. Rebound underneath. It'll stay with the Hornets, and the shot falls for Foley.
Yeah, Foley didn't even turn around for that one. Just behind the head, off the glass. Backwards layup's good.
Condor takes the 3 herself, misses it there, out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets. They're in some serious trouble, down 19. Not a bad look, though, for Condor. If they're not going to guard her out there, she might as well try to get her shot.
Yeah, I mean, and it wasn't far off, just slightly short.
Smith into the game now. Here's a steal. Bartizek takes it up herself, but they're going to get her for the travel. She took kind of a funky jump stop there and then took an extra step, so it just visually looked off.
Yeah, that's why they called it.
So here, the inbound into the hands of Smith. Almost loses it. They'll get it ahead. Condor, good hands there with the steal. Thought about the 3. Inside now, all the way to the hoop. She's going to be fouled on her way up, so she'll shoot 2 free throws, and we'll get a foul against, I believe, Winnie Smith.
I mean, really, the Hornets just haven't gave Condor anything easy, making her earn everything. Anytime she drives, they're making her earn it at the line.
Condor knocks down her first free throw there. Trying to get her team back in it. She's got 8 points, looking for her 9th. She'll get it to go. 9 points now. It's going to be a timeout for the Hornets. They lead at 33-16, 1:41 left in the third quarter. It's a 30-second timeout, but we'll take a break anyways. Coming out of the timeout here, 33-16 lead for the Hornets. They're up by 17 and they got the ball here. South Central trying to make a little bit of a run here off those 2 free throws from Condor. We'll see if it leads to anything. Another turnover for the Hornets. It just might. Condor with it ahead. Breaks the defense here all the way into the paint. Goes up. Gets her shot blocked. Not going to get a call there. Kicks it out into her hands again. 3-point shot on the way. No good. Rebound underneath. One and controlled there by Foley.
Yeah, which the press and aggressive defense has been making the Hornets in fits.
Here's the kick out. Harder thought about the 3, takes a dribble, gets it inside. Good attempt there. And we're going to get a foul. Winnie Smith will shoot a couple, and thought we were going to see a technical there on Coach Condor. She was not happy with that one at all. It's going to go against Bartizek there. So 2 free throws for Smith. Smith, a 5'3" senior. First free throw, no good. Substitution, McAfee will check out of the game. In is going to be Gracie Best for Henryville.
I was going to say she hit 2 threes, and then she's kind of been setting for a second.
So one more free throw coming here for Smith. No good. Rebound underneath. It's going to be controlled there from Foley. Back up top to Harder. Offensive rebounds have been an issue for South Central tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just giving the Hornets chance after chance after chance.
Foley taking it to her left, kicks it back outside to Smith now, over to Harder in the corner. Harder back up top to Hutchins. She tries the drive. She's going to be fouled there. It'll go against Condor. It's just going to be Condor's second foul.
Yeah, and really the Hornets were doing great there. I mean, they were in no hurry, just killing the clock.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, it ends up in free throws for Hutchins here. She's got 2 points tonight. Playing the kind of the 6-man role, stands at 5'0", sophomore. First free throw, no good.
And she's had the task of guarding Condor, and she's done a great job, really. Nothing easy.
She has. I mean, Condor hasn't been able to get a shot off all night that's not uncontested, or at least someone flying to the ball. Her second free throw is good. 3 points tonight from Hutchins. Condor brings it across, uses the screen, pull up, one step inside the three-point line, an air ball there for Condor. They get it outside now. Best will bring it across. Tried to get it to Foley, nothing there. She'll end up giving it to Hutchins. Now Foley's got it. Trying to go to work there on Malley. Foley back outside now to Harder. Harder using the screen nicely, gets it inside, kicks it back out. Yeah, like you said, they're taking their time here. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Foley with it inside. Back outside, long three on the way. No good. Rebound underneath is going to be controlled by no one, because that'll do it for the third quarter. 34-16. It's an 18-point Henryville lead. We'll take a break.
Are you looking for a great HVAC person that's also local? Somebody who's from here in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Mike Busick and Busick Mechanical Services, located in Paoli, Indiana. They offer a wide variety of services, including not only maintenance, but repairs on all of your heating and cooling needs. Got an ice maker on the fritz? They can help you with that. How about a commercial chiller or freezer? They've got your back. Is your boiler on the fritz? They can help you with that too. They even work on outdoor furnaces. Best of all, they're located right here in Paoli, Indiana. Give Mike a call at 812-498-1736. Don't worry, Mike Busick knows every aspect of the HVAC maintenance inside and out. Mike is a problem solver and can get all your equipment up and running like new. Whether it's summer or winter, then Mike is your guy. Busick Mechanical Services, HVAC done right, Paoli, Indiana.
812-498-1736.
Coming out of the break here, 34-16 Henryville lead. And that third quarter was just their quarter. I mean, they played really good defense and matched it with some really good offense.
Yeah, I mean, and that's really what they've been doing this whole time. But, I mean, really that third quarter in particular, I mean, they shot it really well and just really flowed as an offense.
Yeah, they outscored South Central 14-6. And I really thought this would be a close game, but unless South Central can come back with something, it's not looking like it.
Yeah, it's an 18-point ball game right now, so.
Keith fires the three, air ball way short there, rebound underneath, pass ahead now to Harder. She'll back it out for Henryville. They're going to take their time, as they should, really. Foley inside, kicks it back out. Harder fires the three. It's good. 6 points tonight for Chloe Harder. 21-point lead for the Hornets. It's their largest of the game. Here's Condor on the answer. Inside, gets the shot to fall, but they're going to wave it off. And they're going to call a foul on Emma McAfee. Probably the only Hornet without a foul until she picked that one up.
Yeah, I mean, I would think you're right.
So here come the Rebels here. Looking inside, get it to Condor. She'll drive, fires the shot. No good. She's going to be bailed out there. Not a lot of contact. But Condor kind of flies around in a way that is just a little out of control as it is. So I think she kind of uses that to her advantage. She draws a lot of contact.
Yeah, she does. And then sometimes it bites her, though. Like, there's been quite a few times tonight where she's been out of control, and the refs haven't bailed her out.
No, they haven't. She hits the first free throw there. Her only points in the second half have came from the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, and you said it best, really. I mean, there's just not a whole lot of shots for her this second half.
She's picked up 11 points. 8 of them have came from the line, only 1 from the field. It was a 3-point shot in the first quarter.
Yeah, and if you remember right, that was banked in.
Yeah, it was.
Just not a great shooting night.
So Best with it up top for the Hornets here. We'll see if they can get some offense. They look inside, get it to Harder, down low, and they're going to get a foul on the Hornets. Or a foul on the Rebels, yeah. It's going to go against Gracie Hagg. Her third personal foul.
Yeah, which you can tell that the Rebels are being a little more physical, gambling a little bit more, trying to run and jump a little bit more because their back's up against the wall.
It's a pretty
19-point game.
And it's really an inexperienced South Central team. I mean, they start 3 sophomores, a junior, and only 1 senior, and that senior being Maggie Keith.
Yeah, I mean, you said it best. Just a really young team.
As Keith there picks up her third foul. She's got 3 points tonight.
Compared to Henryville's 3 seniors that they start, 1 junior, and only 1 freshman.
So Foley will bring it across. She looks to drive, almost loses it there. She does. It'll end up in a jump ball. Possession arrow points to the Hornets. It'll stay on this end of the floor. So the winner, like we said, will go on to face Borden in Friday night's second game. Probably going to be a huge crowd there for that one. Both of these teams have traveled pretty well, and you know Borden will bring a lot of fans.
Yeah, they always do, especially at home, you know. And, I mean, like we said, with this one leaning towards Henryville's way, I mean, Henryville matches up pretty well with Borden.
Yeah.
Obviously, Wheeler's going to be hard to stop, but, I mean, Foley matches up pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. I think that this Henryville team just has the size to compete with Borden because Borden kind of just bullies their way around. And the biggest thing is if Henryville can take care of the ball, they've done a decent job at it tonight as there's another offensive rebound for them. If they get those offensive rebounds, they're going to put Borden on upset watch for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they get here on the second chance opportunity. It'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets.
Yeah, which, I mean, we saw Mullins. I'm not even sure if she missed a shot for Borden in that game.
No, Mullen didn't miss shots until the third quarter. I mean, she played a great game. That's another one that Henryville's going to have to stop. But they've just played feisty defense as there's a turnover on them. But like I said, they've just played some feisty defense tonight, and I think that's what it takes to get to Borden because we saw it a year ago, sectional final, Lanesville played tough defense and just frustrated Borden until to the point where they couldn't hit anything. It's going to take that same type of game.
Yeah, and which, I mean, I don't know if it was just because Borden was a younger team at the time, but whenever they couldn't get it going offensively, it led Borden, who only plays about 6 deep anyway, to get in foul trouble, which that killed them then too.
Yeah, so Connor misses the 3-point shot there. It's going to be a jump ball, so the possession arrow points to South Central. Condor missing another 3. Just not her night and on a game that they really needed it to be her night.
Yeah. Which, I mean, really, the way that their offense flows, it needs to be her night every night.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it's got to be her, Bartizek, to beat teams. Like we said, she averages 17. Bartizek with about just under 13 a game. So Condor takes a step back there, misses it badly. Rebound underneath is controlled by Markham. This Henryville team rebounds really well. I know they have the size advantage, but they just fly to the glass, don't give up a lot of offensive rebounds. It's something that I like to see as there's a take all the way to the rim and score from Miley Markham.
Yeah, and I mean, really, you said it earlier, that could be a threat against Borden. I mean, Borden's kind of got that arrogancy about them that they don't need to crash the glass. They're going to hit their shots. So that could cause problems on Friday.
It really could, as there's another jump ball. It'll be a Henryville ball here. Some of the teams wearing the 50th anniversary sectional patch, others choosing to not.
Yeah, 50th for the girls basketball.
So here's Harder with it up ahead. Yeah, if you see the blue patch on the jerseys, Borden was wearing them. Looks like Henryville is as well. Corner three misses badly there from McAfee. Rebound into the hands of Bartosek now.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about, though, that only 1975 was the first ever girls sectional.
Yeah, that is really wild. I'm honestly shocked by that.
Yeah.
That foul is going to go against McAfee. It's her second foul.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen something from the 30s for our boys at Salem.
Yeah, they've been playing boys basketball for 100 years. And they're going to get another foul on the Rebels. It's going to go against Olivia Maley, I believe. I think I saw him flash the 11.
Yep, that's her third of the night. I mean, really, this one's gotten really physical. The refs have done a good job keeping it somewhat in control, but it has.
It's picked up in the fourth quarter, almost a steal there for the Rebels, but it'll stay with the Hornets here. Not a huge student section for Henryville, but they've been loud tonight.
Yeah. Probably only about 15 kids, but they've been loud.
And looked like we might have had an issue with the scoring of some sort there. Not sure what it was. Either way, the inbound comes to McAfee here for the Hornets. Hutchins with it again, looking to get it into the corner here, and it's going to be a steal for Bartosek. She's got some speed. She gets out ahead, runs into the body of McAfee. She'll draw the foul here, shoot 2 free throws, and give McAfee her third personal.
Yeah, she really is a quick guard. I mean, you saw it right there. Outran pretty much everybody but McAfee, and McAfee had quite a head start on her.
Bartosek only 2 points tonight. She's just been really quiet, and that's one of them they needed to get going. That free throw rattles in.
Which I think she settled too much from behind the arc. She's a great driver, and just would have liked to seen her drive more to this tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a 20-point game. We know South Central can light it up. They're not completely out of it, but they got to get some defensive stops here and turn it into scores, preferably 3-point baskets if they want to get back into the game.
Yeah.
So good defense here. They get her in a trap, but then they get it down low to Foley, and they're going to get a foul against Austin McCray. It's going to be McCray's third of the night. It is the 5th foul on the Rebels in the quarter, so it'll send the Hornets to the free throw line. Foley, 2 free throws, her first up and good. $17 points tonight from Foley. Can't get the 18th to fall. Bartosek up ahead for the Rebels. Takes it inside herself. Spin move, left hand, no good. Rebound by Best, but they're going to get a foul against the Rebels. I think it's going to go against Bartosek, and it will. I don't know if she actually got any contact there, but it just looked really bad.
Yeah, it really did. But she's another one, just like with Condor. When she drives, she almost seems a little out of control, kind of throws herself around, and the ref's just not buying it tonight.
Best the free throw line. Her first free throw took its time, but it eventually goes in. One of the Hornets' best shooters.
Yeah.
7 points tonight, all of them coming in the second half. Trying to get an 8. Can't quite get it to fall. Bartosek will push the tempo here. Gets it up ahead. Looking inside now, pull up jumper, no good. Into the hands now of Best. It's a 22-point game. I expect Henryville to take their time here.
Yeah, they're just kind of weathering the storm, just taking time off the clock.
Not going to take anything but a layup. They get it there inside for Markham. She finishes the shot.
Yeah, and I mean, she was just wide open. Why not take the easy one?
Condor going to do it herself here. Steps back. Pulls up, three-point shot. High off the glass, and it goes in.
3 bounces is what it took to fall.
3 bounces, 3 points there.
That's right.
Harder gets it over to Foley. Back in the hands of Chloe. Corner now for Best. Drives baseline. Turned it over.
Yep, turned it over. They say she stepped on the line. Which either way, it was going to be a turnover. Better dead ball turnover than live ball turnover.
Yeah, it's still a 21-point lead even after that 3-point shot fell for Condor. Wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't step up and take another one here. She'll use the screen from the volleyball line now. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Markham. Good trap underneath, but she finds Harder. Harder brings it across. Now they get it inside. Good pass underneath. McAfee can't get it to fall. Rebound underneath by Markham. She goes up, misses it again, and it'll stay. No, it'll go the other way.
Yeah, I mean, you called it. Condor shot it from volleyball line, but almost fell.
Yeah. Just takes it all the way inside this time. Can't get the shot to fall, but they're going to get a foul. We'll see who they signal. It's going to be against Harder. Her 4th personal. Condor to the line to shoot 2. Still got a lot of basketball left for her to play. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if she's not a 1,000-point scorer before it's all said and done.
Yeah, I mean, especially sophomore year, averaging 18 almost, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I would be surprised if she wasn't averaging 14 or 15 her freshman year.
Yeah, at least 22 her freshman year.
Yeah, so she's on paper taking a decline, but I'm sure that's just because teams know who to look for. I mean, we've seen it tonight. Henryville is just all over her. They're not going to let her get off any easy shots. She plays pretty much every minute of the games. They take her out here. It pretty much signifies her sophomore season's coming to an end, but she plays every minute of every game, and she just wants to get the shots, and Henryville's shut her down tonight. They've just put a girl in her face at all times, made it super hard for her to score, and they realize that if you stop her and Bartazek, that's a winning game plan.
Yeah, they did.
McAfee with a beautiful finish underneath there, picks up her 2nd.
Yeah, and as you can hear from Henryville, that is the only freshman that they start.
Yeah, and she just plays really hard, really aggressive. I like the way she plays. She's not afraid to shoot the 3. She hasn't hit any tonight, but she will shoot it when she's open. Yeah. And she just is a threat underneath, and we're going to get a substitution. It's going to be just a sub timeout here.
Yeah, and I mean, really, she plays super smart, especially for being a freshman. I mean, we don't have the exact number of how many turnovers Henryville's had, but it's not very many.
Yeah, so got a new 5 in the game here for Henryville. I'm not going to be 100% sure on these numbers, but it's a 22-point game. We're a minute left in it. Henryville can sense the semifinal coming their way. They will face the Borden Braves. 7:30 on Friday night. I'm sure it'll be more like 8 o'clock before it's all said and done, but they play in that 2nd game, and really you got to think the sectional final. If Borden gets there, I think they have a better chance of winning that final game than they do the semifinal, just because I think this Hornet team I think they're feisty. I think they know how to play some good ball.
Yeah, and, I mean, we've said it a couple times. They match up really well against the Borden Braves.
They do. They really match up well, and, I mean, it's going to be Christian Academy will play that first game against a struggling new Washington team, so we'll see what that one has in store. I mean, it's sectional time. Anything can happen.
That's
not
right.
saying that Christian Academy is going to the final, but on paper you'd think it would be Christian Academy in the final and the winner of this one. So really it's just going to be a matter of, I think it's going to come down to fouls, turnovers, and rebounds. I think those are the 3 things you got to look out for in any sectional game, and I think that Henryville can match up with Borden as well as anyone.
Yeah, I mean, you're completely right. You got to stay out of foul trouble, especially because in sectional time and really all throughout the season, Borden only runs about 5, 6, 7 deep, and then Henryville's right there with them, 7, 8.
Yeah, I think you'll see about 6 Braves touch the floor in that one, and about 7 Hornets.
Yeah.
So, and really only 6 Henryville players have played tonight. There's a prayer at the buzzer. It's no good there from Messer, but the final score here from Borden High School, Henryville going to head to the sectional semifinal, 45-23 winners. We'll take a break before we give you our post-game thoughts and stats.
SAMHSA.gov.
So talk, hey, if you're talking, they will hear you.
We all want our kids to grow up safe and healthy, so we show them how. And we tell them with honest conversations that let them know what we expect. Not just one time, but every chance we get. That's especially important when it comes to alcohol and other drugs. Kids not only need to know the dangers and how to avoid them, they need to hear it often from you. And when it comes to pain medications, opioids, they need to know that they should never be taken without a prescription and never shared with friends or family. It's dangerous and illegal. So talk with your kids and guide them through the challenges of growing up safe and healthy. Because when you talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
So talk, they hear you. You can do it if you try.
So we're back with our post-game show here. It's a 45-23 Henryville lead. We're going to go ahead with the stats first before we give you some analysis. We'll start with the losing team tonight, the South Central Lady Rebels. Bardazek going to end up with 3 points. The leading scorer for South Central, Condor with 15. Hagel finished it with 2, and Keith with 3 for the total of 23. For Henryville, it's going to be Hutchins with 3, Harder with 6, McAfee 6, Best with 7. Leading scorer and of both teams tonight is going to be Foley with 17 points, Markham with 7 for the total of 45 points. Really, Adam, it was a pretty good game, but Henryville just shut down Condor tonight, and that was just the recipe for success for the Hornets.
Yeah, and I mean, we mentioned it throughout the game, but Henryville's offense is just so fluent. And I mean, yeah, 17 sticks out with Foley, but I mean, really, you see 6, 4 3 times, 7's on there. I mean, everybody's scoring the ball, everybody's moving the ball well for the Hornets. They just play well together.
Yeah, and I think that really what it was is Henryville just jumped out to a 14-2 first quarter lead, and they really just never looked back from there.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and give you our player of the game. We'll start with the losing team, South Central. I think it's got to go to Condor because she had 15 points. She missed a lot of shots tonight, but she still had 15, and that was 12 more than the second leading scorer for the Rebels. And I think you could probably give her player of the game just about every game. She plays hard. She takes it aggressive into the paint. She hits her shots when she gets them. Tonight she struggled a little bit, but she still ended up with 15.
Yeah. Bardazek will give her a run for her money for player of the game sometimes, but it just wasn't Bardazek's night. So, yeah, I'm going to have to agree and give it to Condor with 15.
Then for the Hornets, I think a lot of people played a really good game tonight, but Foley stands out to me. She had 17 points, and I don't have any access to rebounds, but she probably had 6 or 7 rebounds at least.
Yeah, that's mine too. I mean, she had a ton of rebounds, like you said, a ton of offensive rebounds, and that's huge, getting the Hornets those second chance opportunity points. And, I mean, Harder played a great game as well. We had those 2 outstanding hustle play blocks. But, I mean, only coming up with 6 compared to this absolute great game Foley played with 17. It's got to go to Foley.
Yeah, like we said, 45-23. We'll be back here Friday night for the sectional semifinals to preview that a little bit for you. The first game will be Christian Academy in New Washington. We talked about it earlier. Christian Academy blew Rock Creek out of the water here last night, and they're going to look to do the same thing against a struggling New Washington team. It's sectional time. Anything can happen. New Washington's experienced. They got 5 seniors on the roster. They don't want it to be their last game, so we'll see what that one has in store. Advantage there goes to Christian Academy, though, for sure. Just by record. And then in the second game, I'm excited for it. It's going to be the Borden Braves, the host school here in this one, against the Henryville Hornets. I think that one is going to be one that is a really good game. It might not look like it on paper because Borden did beat Henryville pretty convincingly earlier in the year. But I think that they've got the talent, they got the depth, and I think they can make some noise there and maybe upset the Braves.
Yeah, and I mean, really, the Braves, all the pressure's on them. I mean, they start 5 juniors. So, I mean, and they've had to deal with Lanesville the last 2 years, sorry. But still, I mean, the pressure's on them. They've got to win it at some point with all this talent. But, I mean, like we've said several times, Henryville's going to give them a run for their money.
Yeah, and I think if I'm Coach Guernsey before the game, I'm just saying, look, there's no pressure on us at all. All the pressure's on board, and they're the host school. They're supposed to win it. Let's go do something that not a lot of people see coming, and I think that they've got the squad to do it. So I'm excited for that second game on Friday night. Don't forget to tune into those. I think both of them could end up being really good games, and then obviously the sectional championship Saturday will be at 7 p.m. So we're excited for that, of course. This has been, unless you got any final thoughts, we'll sign off here.
No, that's all.
So this has been Nick Ingram and Adam Mole with West Washington Livestream and WWSR. I thank you all for listening. Don't forget to come back here Friday night, and stay safe and have a great night.